Alright guys, Brian with VetteSource here, checking in with another one of our Field Find Broken Dreams collection of my buddy's project and parts cars. Initially I took a walk around video of these cars, and you can see that link up at the top of the video here that I'm making of this car I'm featuring today. Now this one here is something that your eyes may tell you one thing, but it's not correct. This is a 71 Corvette convertible. Now I know what you're saying, it's like, no Brian, that's not a Corvette convertible, is it? Well, yes. It is, even though it's got Ferrari stuff on it. It is a Daytona Replica. Now the interesting thing about this car is, if you're older like me, you will remember in the 80s there was a show called Miami Vice that by today's standards is very cheesy. In fact, I think by the mid-90s even Friends was making fun of it in one of the episodes with Ross and Chandler going home from summer break or semester break or Thanksgiving. I think it was a Thanksgiving episode they were famous for. So to make the show, I think his name was Sonny Crockett, he had a Ferrari Daytona. And rather than buy Ferrari Daytonas, which even back then were kind of pricey, they decided to contract with a builder. I think his name was Bernie. No, I'm getting the name wrong, but there was a builder that created replica Ferrari Daytonas for them, and this is one of them. I would assume this one got made probably in the late 80s after the show had concluded, or maybe even while the show was going on, I don't know. But you can see the reason why I lifted that hood was to show you that underneath here, this is a Corvette. You can see there's the VIN tag for the Corvette. In fact, see if I can focus in. This is a 71 Corvette. Can't get that VIN number because it's pretty crunchy. Excuse me. And there's the original Corvette drivetrain in it. Somebody added that HEI. And it's got its own custom inner fenders that would more closely match the Daytona. The hood, this was all pretty much hand-formed fiberglass. They did a really good job with it. The cowl section and everything is all Corvette. The frame is Corvette. The windshield is Corvette. All this, the inner tub, you Corvette guys will recognize the Corvette bits. There's the convertible top from a Corvette. And then they just made their own body. They molded their own body on top of it. There's your rear frame rail, Corvette. I don't think they used a Corvette steering column. Or, no, maybe they did. So, as you can see, this was a hard burn. Dang it, I wish somebody hadn't broken that rear bumperette. Those were not easy to find. And they actually did a really good job of making this car look like a Ferrari. So it fooled a lot of people. In fact, I guess that's why they made them for the television show, because they were so good. Now, I seem to remember there being a lawsuit over these cars where Ferrari sued them over it, and they were not happy. Now, what's interesting is this looks to have had, well, those are some custom seats in there, I guess. Maybe Recaros, what's left of them. But obviously, I don't know if this is ever going to be back on the road. But if you've got one of these custom replica built Ferrari Daytonas built by the Bernie, or I think the guy's name was Bernie, and this one burned, haha. And you need a front clip, you got one that's wrecked or damaged or needs some parts, this is a perfect one to pull from. So this one is available for sale. My buddy was trying to sell it as a package deal with another 71 Corvette he's restoring, a big block car that's in pieces, but I think he will cut this one loose individually. So if you have any questions, or would like to talk more about it, 832-654-7367. My name is Brian, and you can reach me there. Definitely make some comments below if you guys have more information on these cars. I think they came out of Florida, I think. But, you know, tell me a little bit more about these cars, because I'm not as familiar. And if you're looking at this as a kit car, honestly, they did a really good job of putting it together. And my buddy, of course, picked this up from a salvage auction, so it's been sitting here for several years. But let me know what you think, man, and guys and girls, and we'll get the discussion going on this one and see where we end up with it. So, again, any more questions, let me know. And thanks again for watching, guys. And I'll be back tomorrow with another car.